When it comes to preparation for baptism, I think that we can do something a little bit differently. We all know the statistics that are out there, and they're very, very clear that over 30% of Americans under 30 are religiously non-affiliated. There is no one church in which they feel like they belong. When it comes to Catholics and young Catholics, 80% of them leave the Catholic Church at high school and they never come back. If they do show up for baptism, this might be our last opportunity to give them an incredible experience and an incredible encounter with Jesus and with the church. My little sister Sarah, a number of years ago, she and her husband Tanner, they had their first child. And they came to the church because they wanted their little girl to get baptized. In fact, they're really faithful Catholics. They love Jesus, they love the church. But when they showed up for baptism prep, even though they went to a great parish, even though the parish has a great staff, there was something missing. Sarah and Tanner, they believe what we need to believe as Catholic Christians, and they do their best to behave in the way that Christ calls us to behave. But they didn't feel like they belonged. And I think that's where we want to start with this baptism prep program. It's one thing to start with catechesis. Here's what you need to believe. It's another thing to start with, here are the rules. Here's how you need to behave. But we want to start with letting the couples know that when they show up to the church, that is where they belong. That's why we developed this new program. It's divided into 3 parts. The first part is preparing you, the parish, and those of you who are the face of the church, to create an environment where these couples experience radical hospitality. When they walk through the doors, that they know that this is the place they belong. And when they do walk through the doors, here's the night. The second part is the event, the actual night of baptism prep. We made some great videos that have some really good teaching, solid catechesis, and that's given in such a way that anyone can understand the deep truths of the church and the meaning of baptism. But then there's the third part. The third part is we have a series of 10 videos that these couples will get for 10 weeks in a row, emailed to them in their inbox. These videos have everything to do with how to have a spiritual life as a couple, how to pray as a couple, what's God's vision for finances, how can they be connected to the local Catholic Church. They'll also get a workbook, or actually more like a devotional or a journal, that they can on their own develop their spiritual lives with each other, also being connected with your parish. Ultimately, we want these young people to believe what we believe as Catholics, and we want them to behave how we're called to behave as Catholics. But it doesn't start with believing, and it doesn't even start with behaving. It all starts with belonging.